Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. Hope you all are doing well. Thank you guys for joining me here. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at messages and insights for the collective Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. These being general messages, please take the ones that are resonating organically and don't force any onto your situation. You can also apply these messages to any aspect in your life. With that being said, Pisces, let's get into it. The first card you have, Pisces, is the card of determination. And it further says, consistency is the key to achieving your goals. Keep doing what works well for you. Don't quit when you're tired. Quit when you're done. That's a beautiful message for you, Pisces. It's just about being consistent with our efforts and defining our goals, what exactly you want to achieve, breaking it down, and then going after it, right? And not wavering or second-guessing our actions or our intentions. This is not always easy, we constantly need to be driven, to be inspired. We constantly need to be engaged. And that takes a lot of focus and, your inner resilience, your resolve. Like, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want that to achieve that goal? So you need to keep doing this. Is just a reminder from your spirit guides that do what works well for you. So you need to also reflect on the actions that you're taking and reflect on how successful those are, right? Don't put your energy into things that are not working, or don't keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So don't quit when you're tired. And of course, that takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of physical strength. It takes a lot of mental resolve, right? In order to navigate our day-to-day routines and to put the right amount of energy into it without burning ourselves out. But at the same time, we need to stay motivated, right? Because there are a lot of external factors that kind of derail us from our goals, whether it's, other people's demands or whatever it is. Sometimes we get derailed. So quit when you're done. So this is a call for you to get back on track, get back to what you were doing, do things that are actually giving you the results and progress, and stay focused and committed to it. And you will achieve what you are wanting to achieve, Pisces. Next, Pisces, you have the card number 3. So 3 can be third house, the house of Gemini. It's related to neighborhoods, people that we deal with. It could be travel. But here further, it says the actor. Now, actor can also be about wearing many hats, because we all do that, right? We all put on masks, we put on different hats, and we take on different roles. In the stage of our life. So that kind of becomes our second nature, right? We adapt to the people and we put on that personality. And when we when we move to another group of people, we put on another personality. And with that, what happens is we sometimes forget who we truly are from our core. What is our true essence of being? We forget that because we're playing so many roles. So is that where you're going, Pisces? Like, have you forgotten who you truly are? But at the same time, this could also indicate like wearing masks, which we all do, and different setups and different situations. We are different, whether it's in work, whether it's at home or in community or in social setups. We also need to be mindful that whether it's these while we are playing these roles, or while we are putting on these hats or wearing these masks, we still need to be very true to ourselves, right? We should not be doing anything just in order to please people or to live up to other people's expectations. That could be for some of you. Now, for others of you, this could actually be related to being an actor. You could be actually participating in stage shows, or you could be finding, actor is not just about playing a certain role on stage, right? It's also about expressing our true selves through creative outlets. Now, it could be any kind of outlet or any talent which expresses our unique talent, right? Our uniqueness, our unique way of doing a certain thing. And it could be something as simple not simple. It could be something as painting. It could be, painting is not easy by any means, but we all, or all the artists that are excelling in painting out there, they have different ways of painting. So, and that's their uniqueness, right? So while being true to our own selves, and without hiding behind any pretense, right? Being authentic to ourselves and showing our true selves, who we truly are. What is that you believe in? What are your values? What are your beliefs? So that people understand the true you, right? That's what the essence of life is, and that's how we connect with the right people. Now, another thing, or the good thing about this actor energy, is that you are very adaptable, right? Which means that you are able to adapt to different kinds of people. And if you do it easily. So you're very versatile that way. And that's a huge strength to have, because that helps us navigate so many situations in life, that helps us adapt to so many changing situations and circumstances, that it really is a strength to have, whether it's at home or in our professional life or in our personal life. It explains how fluid you are. And as a Pisces, you are fluid, right? Your water element. So you adapt very fast as it is. But with this actor card, it just reinforces the fact that you are very adaptable, you're very versatile. But while doing that, don't forget who you truly are from, from your core. Who is that real you? This is a reminder to not forget who you truly are. Because once we understand ourselves and know our values, know our belief system, that's when we are able to align our actions and create the life that we want, right? Only by being true to ourselves. So transparency in all areas with all people is very much appreciated by everybody around us, and you will appreciate it for yourself too. Another thing about being the actor energy, being in this actor energy, is that you are able to experience new things, right? You are open to change because you're adaptable, because you're versatile, right? So this ability of yours, Pisces, to adapt and to thrive in those situations is something which is not easy for everybody to do. That comes only by having confidence in our own abilities to pull off situations with grace. Some of you could be taking to meditation or, some practices that allow for the spiritual growth, where you're able to, take on different roles and personas, and at the same time, keep your own true identity without being distorted. So this is a really great, powerful energy to be in, Pisces. Now, the next card, Pisces, you have is the number 2. So this could be, 2 is the house of Taurus, second house. Now, if you see further down there, it says resistance. On the left side of resistance, there is a glyph for Mercury. Mercury is the planet of change, right? It moves really fast. On the right side of resistance, there is a glyph for Taurus. And then there is, if you look at the picture, there is a bull in the picture. right? Which is just standing, like it's a solid, it's a solid pose, right? It's not moving. This bull is not moving from here. It's a stone figure that's solid, immovable. Also looks defensive because its head is facing downwards, right? So you might be on the lookout. You might be more like feeling aware and alert and cautious, or playing things out cautiously. Now, if you look further in the picture, there is a shrub, and the shrub is like blowing away rain. It looks like it's a breezy day. Because the parrot is also trying to flap its wings. The parrot is flapping its wings, right? And if you see closely in the picture, it's also, parrots are known for their chatter, right? They chatter a lot. And then there is a glyph for Taurus again up. So there is extra emphasis on resistance, on rigidity. So for you Pisces, we just saw the card of the actor where you're wearing certain hats, you're being adaptable, you're being flexible, but at the same time. And this is quite possible to happen at the same time. Why? Because I feel you're resistant in your mind, you're adaptable in your actions, but at the same time, when it comes to things of second house, which means of and practical things, right? Which means your house, your car, or finances, how you invest, and things like that, you're not rushing into it. You're very rigid about what you feel about certain things. I mean, this would also be because Taurus is associated by the planet Venus, which is the planet of arts and crafts and practica and sensuality and all good things. But Taurus as a second house is related to stability and being grounded, being very practical in your approach, in your actions, being very deliberate. So I feel right now, Pisces, that you probably are very focused on the, for finances or tangible things that we can touch, feel, real world matters in short, right? And I feel that you're being very meticulous about it. You're not rushing into things. You're taking things slowly. You're understanding things. You're analyzing it. And you prefer, at this point in time, some ideas that are more balanced, more concrete, more practical. You're not getting swayed by just, abstract things. And I feel that's where the stubbornness is coming in, which is good. Why? Because you're being very practical. You're being grounded. You are very much in touch with reality, right? And that's allowing you right now, or will allow you in the near future, to focus on things that are working for you, to take actions that see tangible results, and also to be very practical in your approach. And that, I feel, is making you very much hesitant to act impulsively. For some of you, this could be like being stubborn in your ways and your habits and the way you believe things are. It could be that, which means that, you want to be in familiar environments. That's your preference. Another good thing about this energy, Pisces, is that you're thinking things very carefully, very thoroughly, right? You're not being very impractical or impulsive about anything. Now, at the same time, I also feel that because Mercury, the energy of Mercury is here, which means it speaks to communication, it speaks to, our thoughts. So I feel that you are right now showing, you're actually more hands-on, more practical. It's like you'd rather let your actions speak rather than just talking. You're actually putting the work in, right? So, and that's a very good thing. That's what people really believe, and we actually do it and show. That's when they believe us, right? That's when they start to trust us. So I do feel that this is not really a negative thing right now for you, Pisces. I feel it can, even though resistance, sometimes it comes as a challenge, because we're hesitant on exploring new ideas, but I don't think that's the case with you. If that idea is practical, then you would rather go in, then you would go in for it rather than just go for a fly-by-night kind of idea. So you're very much very practical and very thoughtful at the same time. And this resistance energy also comes in very handy, especially when we're determined to accomplish something, right? We don't want to back down. Resistance to giving up. So that's when this energy comes in very handy. Now, the next card you have, Pisces, is number 38. So the number 3 is coming out prominent for you. Then there is number 8. It is the house of Scorpio, which is change and transformation. It's also the house of shared resources. Now, further down, it says succulents and it says resilience, right? So, look at the flowers in the picture. It's really beautiful, colorful. They look so vibrant, fresh. But they're succulents. They don't need much tending and still they look so fresh. So I feel that at this point in time, Pisces, you have, pressure has, when they say pressure creates diamonds, I feel this is that thing. This is that situation for you where you have, endured a lot. You have struggled through a lot of challenges. You've experienced a lot of growth through those challenges, right? But now it's time for you to receive the results, the gifts, it's like the wheel of fortune. Good fortune is coming towards you, Pisces, if the things are changing for the better in your favor. The thing about succulents is that they don't need much care because when you put water into the succulent plants, their leaves, their stems, their roots store water. Each part stores water. And that's why they thrive for a long, long time, even after the first watering, right? So they don't need much. You can go several days without watering succulents, which means symbolically it speaks to long-term sustenance, right? It's like planning for long-term sustenance and enduring things to create that long-lasting life, that long-lasting security that you want. Having the strength, working towards it, right? Having that tenacity, that resilience, whether it's physical or mental, whatever it is, to not only stay looking fresh and poised and graceful because the succulents look really fresh and good all the time. They don't look like they're drying up. If you don't water them for a few more days, they wouldn't look like they've been dried up or you haven't watered them for a long time. Unlike the other plants or leaves that look very dry and start falling off really soon. So you have been through a lot of confusion, through a lot of crises, but at the same time, you have kept your calm. And this spiritual growth, this reserve that you have created for yourself, Pisces, I feel that you have pushed beyond your limits, right? Right? You have pushed beyond your limits. You have pushed the envelope here. Because you want to create something long-lasting. You want to see that longevity in your actions, in your endeavors, in your finances, or in your relationships, right? It could be in any situation. But you want to keep things for the long run. You want to do things that will stay with you for the long run. Right? So I feel that right now, whatever you put your mind to, you will be very practical in your approach, practical in your desires, and practical in the actions and steps you will take to get to that goal. But at the same time, you need to also take care of yourself. Shower yourself also with all the pleasures and love and care and whatever it takes to keep that persistence going on, right, for a long time. So this is really a great positive energy to be in, Pisces, because, when you stand the test of time in your actions, your planning stands the test of time. That's the true growth, personal growth that makes us really satisfied and fulfilled. The next card you have, Pisces, is the shark, but it's in the reverse for you. Now, shark as an element is a water element, right? And water flows. Water is a flowing energy. With the shark being in the reverse, which means that there is a lack of flow in a certain area. It could be in any area, right? Now, shark is more about, we all know how scared everyone is of sharks. Why? Because they stand for force, they stand for power, they stand for sudden actions, right? Which is instinctual actions. Now, for you Pisces, now this could be you, this could be an energy around you that's causing you to act this way, or this could be the energy of somebody around you. But shark in the reverse is more like not knowing how to act, I would say. Now, when I mean by not knowing how to act, which means that, see, sharks have instincts, right? And you already saw that you have Mercury in Taurus energy, which means that you are thinking things through. There's resistance, there's hesitation, there's overthinking energies out here for you. And shark is an instinctual species, right? Immediately acts, it doesn't think too much. So I feel that either you feel that you're unable to act on your instincts, because water is also garden instincts. So you might not be able to, or you might not be acting on your instincts. For some of you, this could also be, shark is also stubborncy in emotions, right? Or it could be emotions that are not expressed, because emotions is a water energy, right? It's like a water element which needs to flow, which means we need to be in the flow of emotions. For shark energy reverse, it means that you're unable to express your emotions, and that could be anything. I mean, I feel it could be maybe something that you're not happy about, maybe you're something fearful about. It could be any kind of emotion that you find it difficult to express, which is there in your heart of hearts, but you're not able to express it, you're not able to find closure, or you're not able to address or understand why you're feeling a certain way. Right? So there is some kind of an inner chaos in your emotional space. So I feel that maybe you need to just sit down while you're at work and, you're in that physically manifestation energy of taking the right actions, practical actions. You might be ignoring your emotions right now, Pisces. For some of you, this could also be working too hard, because we saw the card of determination, right? So shark has a lot of energy, but when it's in the reverse, it could mean that you're lacking in energy. Maybe you have you're feeling burnt out, or you have burned up your resources, your physical strength, your inner reserves. You're exhausted. Maybe you've been doing too much. This is like a survival mode on, not instinctual like the shark mode on. No, this is like the survival mode on for way too long. So maybe you need to rest and recharge your batteries, right? Because I feel that you have you have worked too hard for too long chasing your goals. Whatever you want, you've worked too hard, you've put in too much, and now you need to take a break and rest. Now this could also be somebody around you that is, and that is little harmful in their ways, or in their actions, or in their words. Maybe they don't have the right intentions, or the manipulative. It could be. So be mindful of situations and such people, right? That are unpredictable, that This could also be your energy because, water is very deep. And if we don't understand the depth of our own emotions, then our actions appear to be unpredictable. So you need to take a moment to understand why are you feeling a certain type of way. Right? Because if we're just like scraping through the surface or handling everything in a very superficial manner, even the emotion stuff or our relationships without knowing deeply what you want out of a situation, then our actions appear superficial to other people, or it could appear unpredictable. So be mindful here, especially if you are in a public or influential position, then we need to be mindful on how we are exerting our influence. And focus our energy, because I feel that shark in the reverse could also mean that we are losing focus in a certain way, in a certain area. Or you might be using up a lot of your energy or forcing things to happen, maybe using force to get sooner to your goals. So we need to be mindful of those kind of actions as well. We need to be more balanced in our approach. But you already have come through like a practical person. So I just feel that you need to just trust your intuitions a bit more. Pisces, which I'm surprised that the shark has come through in the reverse, because you are an intuitive sign. You're a water sign, right? So maybe there is some kind of an energy around you that's forcing you to act in unpredictable ways. But also at the same time, we saw through the succulents that you could have gone a long stretch without taking care of yourself and feeling exhausted and drained. That could also be this for you. Now, the next card you have, Pisces, is the lizard. And this is also in the reverse for you. Sorry about that noise. So the lizard in the reverse. Lizard is a fire energy. It's shown as a fire element. And if you see in the picture, there is red and yellow. So, and there is some green. So in this image, this lizard is coming across as a fire element and an earth element. Right? Because lizard as a fire element. Now, let me talk about the reversal. As a fire element, there is transformative energies to this. But with this lizard energy, which means transformative energy in the reverse, I feel that, Pisces, somewhere you are not able to transform something. You're not able to change something. You're either you're resisting a change, or there is a or you feel that there is no change happening. Some change that you want to see is not happening. Some growth in some area you want to see is not happening. Or this could be you resisting change as well. Maybe we already saw that Mercury in Taurus. We saw your resistance card. There is a lot of resistance energy which is coming through here in your cards, Pisces. So either you are holding on to the past or the habits or your beliefs, and something about that you're not able to transform or change, or maybe it's how stuck you are in your thoughts or in the way you approach things. That could be a problem for you right now. Maybe that's causing you some kind of difficulty or challenge in the newer situations, even though you have the actor card. Maybe that you're not truly adapting. You're just putting up a fake front that you're okay with things. There is something deeper to this. So I also feel that this is about, Lizard is about regeneration. It's about renewal energy, which means that over here for you, it's reversed. You're not able to renew something or regenerate something in your life. You're feeling stuck in some area that you're not able to renew. This could also be something to do with your past, a setback that you have experienced that you are unable to reverse that, or even you're not able to put that behind you. You're not able to move past that. You're not able to transform something could be of the past, because there is a reversal of renewal energy that you're unable to change, or feeling stuck in a certain area that you're unable to change is what I am picking up from this. Right, because and also lizards are lizards are also very sensitive, because they have that heightened senses, perception, heightened awareness. And for you, I feel right now you are unable to pick up on certain energies around you, because which is very hard for me to understand how, because you're the water element, you have the spidey senses. You can pick up the energy, or like a sponge. You're very intuitive. But I feel that you're in a different energy right now, Pisces. You're not in your element. Maybe you're not even listening to your inner voice, or what your intuition or that feeling is telling you. I feel you're not listening to that. You're not even picking up on the energies of people around you. It's a very superficial energy. We saw that with the Actor card. Superficiality in emotions. You're not connecting with your own element. You're out of your element, right? That's what I'm getting from these cards out here. Maybe you're feeling a little, ungrounded in your emotions. Or maybe you're not able to accept the reality. Fire is also related to spirituality, Pisces. So I feel that maybe you are unable to balance your spirituality and your material world, your finances. Maybe there is some kind of balance, like, you might be more drifting towards spirituality, or you might be more drifting towards financial, or something like that. You're unable to balance those two aspects out in your life. Then this could be because of the way your thoughts. Be mindful of your thoughts at this point in time, Pisces, that might be disrupting your emotions. Yeah, because I do feel that something about your thoughts, you are either ignoring your emotions. Maybe you are very much, your thoughts are too logical right now. I feel that you might be ignoring your emotions. Yeah, I also feel, Pisces, for you that you are, something about your thought. Maybe you're not thinking the right. Pay attention to your thoughts is what I would say. Right? Because lizard is a very patient energy. It's very patient. It stays on the wall for a long time in one position. Sometimes you don't even know it's there in the room. So there's an energy of patience and standing still with lizard energy. But because it's in the reverse for you, I feel that you're a little restless right now. I feel in your mind space or in your heart space, you're not able to find that zen or that calm, peaceful place inside of your head and heart. Is what I'm getting. Either you're too fearful about things, you're imagining things, or there's some nightmare situation, you're imagining the worst case things that could happen. And that's what's causing you a stir up. That's what's causing a stir up in your emotions. Something about a struggle, that is related to maybe past, or some struggle with maybe adapting to newer situations. So just take a moment to yourself and find that zen place of calm inside of you, Pisces. The last card for today, Pisces, you have is a message, a loving message from your spirit guides, from the universe. And it says there will be a powerful outcome. So there you go. So something which is ungrounding you, or something which you are apprehensive about, Pisces, something that you are working hard towards, or feeling burnt out, or wondering what the outcome will be, here's your answer. The outcome will be powerful. So, Pisces, those were your messages. Hope they were helpful and insightful to you guys. Thank you guys for joining, for watching and supporting the channel. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you like the messages, please hit the like and the subscribe along with the bell so you get notified every time a video is published. Thank you guys again, and I will see you in the next one. Take care you all. Bye for now.